Hi guys, I'm Katie from Wilton, and today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate chip cookies. Now in my household, chocolate chip cookies are kind of a go-to for those days when you don't have a lot of time or you don't want to make a huge mess in your kitchen. They're super quick, super simple, they make your whole house smell amazing, and I mean honestly they're a classic, right? Everybody loves chocolate chip cookies. If you like making videos like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our future videos, and let's get baking. So first we're going to start by combining all of our dry ingredients in one bowl together. So here I have 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and to that I'm going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And now I'm just going to go ahead and mix that together, and then we can just set that aside for later. So now we can move on to our wet ingredients. So in the bowl of my stand mixer, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 sticks or 1 cup of softened unsalted butter. And then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and 1/2 cup of firmly packed dark brown sugar. And now I'm just going to beat this together until it's nice and fluffy. And now that this is all light and fluffy, we can go ahead and add in the rest of our wet ingredients. Here I have 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And then just mix that together one more time. And now I'm just going to go ahead and scrape down the sides. Now that all of our wet ingredients are mixed together, we can go ahead and add our flour mixture. And now I'm going to mix this starting on low speed because I don't want all this flour to puff up in my face. So once the flour starts to get mostly incorporated, you can go ahead and turn up the speed until it's all nice and combined. And now we've got a really nice thick cookie dough, and now for arguably the most delicious part, adding in our chocolate chips. So here I have 1 1/2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And now I'm actually going to mix this in by hand, because if you try to do this in the mixer, it'll tend to break up the chocolate chips, and I really like to see those nice big chunks of chocolate in my cookies, so this makes it much easier to keep the shape of those chips. And now our cookie dough is ready to be scooped. I'm going to go ahead and use our cookie scoop and just drop this onto the tray in about tablespoon size balls. You should get about 2 dozen cookies out of this recipe, but you can obviously double it or triple it depending on how hungry you are or how nice you want to be to your friends. And I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and now we can just go ahead and pop this tray in the oven for 11 to 13 minutes until the edges are just starting to get nice and golden brown. Once your cookies are finished baking, you can go ahead and take them out of the oven, but make sure you let them sit on the tray for about 3 minutes just to make sure that they're finished baking all the way through. Then you can go ahead and take your cookie scoop and transfer them to a cooling grid. And here we have our finished chocolate chip cookies. I wish you guys could smell it in here. It smells absolutely amazing, and honestly, I could eat this whole tray right now. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what your go-to cookie recipe is. And now you'll have to excuse me while I go find some milk for these cookies. See you next time.